Next on Worcester News Tonight, a field of dreams in central Massachusetts. Why so many are playing at the New England Baseball Complex this spring. Plus, opening day at Fenway Park. Fans from central Massachusetts head to Boston for the big game. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Catherine Andrioli. Baseball season is finally here in central Massachusetts as schools across the area played their first games of the season Monday. Some teams are still looking for a place to play after a snowstorm hit the area this weekend. As our Cam Jandro shows us, there's one facility doing all they can to get those teams out onto the diamond.
Less than 2 days after a snowstorm, baseball is being played in Northborough. The New England Baseball Complex is a one-of-a-kind facility in central Massachusetts, on this day hosting college and high school games and practices on its 3 fields. The complex says while they mainly host tournaments, accommodating local teams is an added bonus.
This kind of shift in the early spring to college games and to high school games and practices, it's a lot of fun for us. We get to watch some games, and we love being able to host, the greater, kind of central Mass area.
The 3 turf fields opened in 2014, and while most fields are still not open because of the wintry weather, the complex says they've hosted over 40 different colleges in the last month or so.
A lot of schools having a tough time. The fields, some of them are clear, but they're pretty saturated, and some of them are still filled with snow. It's nice that they have an option to be able to come out here.
The complex is busy, and it's a lot of work for the field crews who have at times worked overnight to clear snow. The complex says while turf has its benefits, it's difficult to maintain.
The fields do need to be groomed, otherwise the fibers will get broke down, whether it's the high traffic areas of the pitcher's mounds, home plate.
And we've done our best. Our grounds crew here is awesome, second to none.
Now, throughout the entire season, many high schools, colleges, and teams from across New England will visit the complex for their games. Management says for the next several weeks they are booked solid, but baseball is back, and they wouldn't have it any other way. Reporting in Northborough, I'm Cam Jandro, Worcester News Tonight.
And the Boston Red Sox opening the season today with a 5-3 win over the Pittsburgh Pirates. Many here in Worcester enjoyed the game in the spring-like temperatures. A big group watched the home opener at the Flying Rhino today. The restaurant's owner tells us it's one of their busiest days of the spring, and they're expecting an even bigger crowd on Marathon Monday. Fans say opening day is a special day, and it's great to enjoy it here in Worcester.
It's a great day in Worcester, a great day for New England, and a great day for our Boston Red Sox.
Opening day and marathon day. You seem to get more people into the bar and up and about. We've been busy. People have been calling, seeing if it's on. And said, of course it is. Hello, it's opening day. It's 56 degrees out. Winter's gone. We're ready.
And the Red Sox will take the Pirates again on Wednesday night, beginning at 7:10 at Fenway Park. And while many stayed locally to watch the game, hundreds of baseball fans from Central Mass made the trip into Boston today to celebrate opening day. Rosalind Flaherty has a look at how fans spent the afternoon.
It's the day baseball fans have been waiting for. Opening day for the Boston Red Sox.
I just sit waiting for spring training to end so they come home and give me something to watch every day.
First day of bliss. It's awesome.
Fans hopped in the commuter rail in Worcester Monday, bringing them straight to the action at Fenway.
So excited, can't wait to go in and see our boys win.
It's a pure celebration of Red Sox Nation.
Brian Rook says he's been at every Red Sox home opener for the last 22 years.
This is certainly the beginning of the change of the season. And it's something that I've enjoyed for years and years with my 3 children and my good friends.
For other fans, Monday's opener will be their first.
This is our first opening day, and we are just, oh my God, I'm so excited. I've been anticipating this for a while.
$98 well spent.
Fans say while they are upset Big Papi won't be playing, they remain optimistic about the season.
I think it's going to be tough without having Big Papi out there, but I think the boys are going to do it.
He deserves it. He deserves to take a break. He's done such a great job, such great work for Boston and the team that we'll miss him, but his legacy lives on.
Over at Quinn's Irish Pub, they have a special menu for the big game.
Put on some hot dogs, some pretzels,
the famous sausage, pepper, and onion sub that you can get on Yaki down there.
Fans say opening day is the greatest day of the year because for them, it's the official start of spring.
Baseball season is a life changer every year.
Opening day is the greatest day in the year.
Yep.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
The search for a missing Southborough man intensifying today. 23-year-old Michael Kelleher disappeared after the Celtics game Wednesday night. Today, the Massachusetts State Police dive team and Marine unit searched the Charles River for Kelleher. State Police divers searched the area for several hours but did not find any evidence connected to his disappearance. Troopers will resume their search later on this week. Anyone with information on his disappearance is asked to contact State Police. An autopsy being done today on a Holden native who died after finishing a half marathon in Pennsylvania. 36-year-old Lindsay Doherty collapsed following Sunday's race in Scranton. Efforts to revive her were not successful. Doherty graduated from Wachusett Regional High School in Holden. She later graduated from the College of the Holy Cross. Doherty was employed by the Diocese of Scranton. She leaves behind her husband and 3 children. And several Massachusetts towns making the list into the top 100 safest cities in America in a new report released by Safewise. The report looked at FBI crime data in 2015 in communities with populations over 10,000. 15 towns in Massachusetts made the list. Holden was one of them, coming in at number 97. Hopkinton, Grafton, and Clinton also ranked as safest cities in America. Lewisboro, New York, topped the list as the nation's #1 safest city in 2017. The Boston Marathon is just 2 weeks away, and employees of Hanover Insurance and the College of the Holy Cross in Worcester say they have been training for months and are happy to be running for a charity close to their hearts. Our Brittany Schaefer spoke to runners preparing today and has the story.
Central Massachusetts runners are wrapping up their training with just 2 weeks until the Boston Marathon.
My first Boston Marathon.
On my second Boston.
So this is marathon #1 for me.
Shrewsbury resident Paul Belcito has been training since December and says he is ready to represent Central Massachusetts.
It's been one of the most inspirational things I've been a part of. When you see that familiar face from somebody out here, someone from home, even in the training, it really helps give you that energy to finish it off.
Belcito is running with Teddy's team, who's partnered with the American Stroke Association. He says he is running for his mother.
My mother passed away from a stroke 2 years ago, and so started to channel that energy a little bit into running and to trying to raise funds for a great cause. And I have to run a marathon to do that, I'll do it. I think the charity helps to motivate you a little bit.
Emily Davis and Meg Fox Kelly are Holy Cross chaplains and are running to support the Boston Children's Hospital.
My son, Peter, has Down syndrome, and so he sees a number of specialists at Boston Children's, from endocrinology to cardiology. Anything that I'm able to give back to that hospital feels pretty good.
My son Kieran is a patient at Boston Children's, so he was born with bilateral club feet, so his feet were in and up. But they literally have gotten him back on his feet again, so to be able to give back to the place that helps him be able to be a 9-year-old little boy is amazing.
Davis, Fox Kelly, and Belcito have been training for more than 4 months and say the next 2 weeks is resting time.
We're in the easy part now, we're kind of tapering off.
And last week ran 21 miles. You know, watching what you eat, trying to stay focused on, keeping a good balance of life.
Resting, hydrating, eating well, getting enough sleep, just kind of preparing for race day.
Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
An event in Worcester tonight taking an exclusive look at Alzheimer's research. According to the Alzheimer's Association, more than 5 million Americans are living with the disease. The Massachusetts chapter hosted a program tonight at Quinsigamond Community College, which discussed some of the potential treatments being developed to treat the disease. Dr. Jonathan Jackson is a cognitive neuroscientist who studies Alzheimer's. He was the guest speaker tonight and gave a presentation on the early detection of Alzheimer's. Dr. Jackson says there are many advancements being made to detect and treat the disease.
But we're certainly on the cusp of developing a treatment, a prevention for Alzheimer's disease. Actually, my group is involved in a major clinical trial that's being conducted in 4 countries, and we've got 75 locations all around the world. And we'll be reporting on that in the next 18 months or so. And the hope is that we'll be able to successfully slow or prevent or treat Alzheimer's disease. So that will be the first of a bunch of hopefully breakthroughs over the next 5 to 7 years.
In 2012, the federal government developed a national Alzheimer's plan with a goal of preventing and treating the disease by the year 2020.